Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Jude. This is for the week of the 20th of Feb. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, and that you have free will, so you choose what you do with the information here. All right. So, first of all, Aries, we're going to look at what the energy you've been in, what's been going on. Then we look at the week of the 20th of Feb, and then what challenges might come in and what comes in around to help you. All right. Here we go. So Aries, the energy you've been in, what I can see here, yeah, that just kind of wanted to come out in my hand. We've got the Chariot, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, which is fire energy. So here you are, Aries. With the Chariot, it feels like this is about home and family and about moving forward. Is the energy that's straight up what you've been in. It's about moving forward in a way that it feels like you get your emotional balance really happy, and I feel like you're in your strength again. Not that you weren't before necessarily, but it's like you're very clear. You've made your mind up. You know where you're heading. You're doing the action, and it's like you've got your mojo rolling here with this Queen of Wands. You're listening to your intuition, and you've harnessed your inner charioteer, for want of a better word. I know I'm looking at the chariot saying that, but it's like that. It's like you've gone, yep, here I go. I'm moving forward, and I'm doing it in a very direct, disciplined. Here I come, and you're just in your power. It feels like, Aries. So if this is the energy that you've been in, I'm just going to then ask what does the week of the 20th of Feb look like for you? That's a big clump too many, but we'll have the Wheel of Fortune. I do like the Wheel of Fortune. And the Death card, which is all about transformations, transitions. Knight of Swords, and I think there's one more. Feeling maybe one more. I'm laughing because even in the shuffling, it feels like that's a message, and it feels like maybe you're pulling things apart a little bit, Aries. Reshaping things, releasing some things. Just feels like there's a big change, like a big deep breath that you can release, and now you're moving forward. Um, that's not going to apply for everyone, but that's just a sensation. There's a lot of big cards on the table here. We've already got 4 major cards sitting here. So this is a big chapter, it feels like, Aries. Wheel of Fortune, Death, Knight of Swords, and Strength. Yeah, which is lining up with this Queen of Wands feeling too, is that real power, like I'm courageous and brave and in my mojo here. So there is this new cycle, this new energy that's showing up here, and you've begun this journey. And I feel it's important it just unfolds in its own pace. There's part of you that wants to hurry up and get going. But my sense is you, especially with the Death card sitting here, this is all about how we do these transformations in life. And even though there's this sense of, I feel, urgency almost, it's like still making sure you do things in a way that it's like you consolidate it as you go. Like each step is sure and measured, and then you get to consolidate that, and then you go forward. So it's like you're building a road for some reason, I'm feeling. Okay. So what are the challenges for you, Aries? What are the challenges in this week for you? What challenges are there with Aries? Okay. So we've got the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords showing as the challenges here. So the Seven of Wands is, often talks about holding our boundaries, stepping up into the challenge and taking it on, leading, and even though you might still feel a little bit of internal conflict, it's about holding that line, holding that energy. And the Queen of Swords is, her as a character is very positive, typically, and very clear and decisive. But because they're coming in the challenge position, your challenge this week, Aries, is to hold your boundaries, I feel. And sometimes, the Queen of Swords, when she's not in the best version of herself, can be a little harsh. So, maybe that might be part of it. But also in staying clear about what you're doing is a challenge, because I think the temptation is going to be to rush and to move forward when you're not fully prepared is the challenge. So, yeah, that's my sense of that, is like, that's why I think that was coming through so clearly before, of don't rush, that you need to allow the ideas and what you're going to say to be fully formed before you launch yourself. That's the challenge. So if that's the case, what comes in to help you, Aries? What is there around for Aries that helps them, please? Ooh, I love how that came out. More majors, Aries, more major cards. What's coming in to help Aries, please? Here comes the sun. Love that. Okay. Yep, good. Liking this, Aries. More majors. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the table. I love the number 7 for you too. Right. So what's coming in to help you, Aries, is the Hermit, the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and the Sun. So what's coming in to help you is it's about you, Aries, and you listening to your higher self, really connecting with that beautiful higher sense of self and taking a very big picture view on where you're going and what you're doing and what's really important to you. Because I feel with this clarity and action that's around you, along with your intent and will, which we're seeing in the Chariot, you have an opportunity here, Aries, to create something very beautiful and very powerful for yourself. And because the Nine of Swords is showing up as a helper card, this for me is a reminder. When we get this, it can be us waking up at 3 a.m. and our mind racing, which also that Nine of Swords can often talk about that too. Because it's a helper card here, it's reminding yourself that you're okay. You are all right, is what the cards are saying. It's managing your thinking is what's important. And because this comes in as a helper for you, it's like when we see something and we recognize it, we get a choice and an opportunity to change it or do something with it and shift it. We don't have to run it unconsciously. We can then choose what we do about it. And I feel because this is coming in as a helper, that's the case here. Also, the fact that it's backed up immediately by the sun, which is such a positive, beautiful energy card here. And, the sun is a yes card. It's a really empowered, listening to your intuition, open, free, beautiful energy with the Strength and the Queen of Wands. There's some very powerful cards on the table for you here, Aries. So this feels like a very big week for you and a very positive one. Your only challenge really here is not let your thinking run away with you, but to give yourself the time to get your thoughts fully formed and your ideas before you go forward, because what you're going to create feels really powerful. Alrighty, so let's see what the message from Spirit is for you, for Aries. Wow. All right, well, you've got the Ten of Coins and you've got the King of Wands, which is an evolution from the Queen here. So Aries, for some of you, this might be to do with a family business, a community, a group, but it's like a coming together. You know, in the Ten of Coins, it's about everyone coming together and sharing resources and working together. You know, there's a sense here of there's abundance for everyone and plenty, and it's working together to do that is this sense of what's in this card. It's a very beautiful card, and it's a lot too about the abundance and the creativity, and yeah, I just feel like there's a richness in this card, along with the King of Wands, which Aries, you know, you're a fire sign, so this is your energy, and it's even better than the Queen of Wands, if you want to use those words, although both have just fabulous energy. The King is this beautiful leadership that shows, and, you know, there's a real caring and sense of community here. For some, you might be starting like a not-for-profit or a charity group or a foundation or a network or something along those lines, because we've got a lot of cards here that are talking about community or groups. But it's also you and your power, very much, Aries, and finding this wonderful energy. You know, maybe for some of you, if you're moving forward or shifting, you find a new community that you create, you kind of call it in. This just feels like an amazing new beginning, new energy, new opportunity, and it's very abundant. Feels amazing, Aries. Lovely. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have a fabulous week, and bye for me.